Hey, welcome in. So this is a prelude to today's pouring video. I held off on posting this pouring video until I knew that SGT had received his package. So I know that he's gotten it. It looked like it delivered. He hasn't responded to email yet, but I'm going to go ahead and post this video now. Hope you enjoy it. Hey, welcome out to the shop. So today I'm going to be doing some pours today that this video is going to be dropping much later, because one of them is going to be a surprise pour for community member, and I'm not sure how this one's going to turn out exactly, but I want to make sure it's a surprise when he opens it. But we're doing a trade with SGT. We're going to trade some channel rounds, and his channel rounds are 2 ounces, mine's 1 ounce. So I'm also doing a 1 ounce bar for him to kind of make it more equitable. So I put together this image with my daughter's help. He was talking about patriotic, he likes the Marines. So we got the Marine emblem there on top of a flag in the background that's waving across the background. And this was an image of a Marine with the perspective of the gun being pointed almost right at you. I thought that was kind of cool. So I'm going to see how this turns out. The gun barrel ends up being really high relief, if you can see that, which actually ends up making the bar very thin in order to fit in a capsule. So we'll see if I can get this to pour or not. I may have to go back to the drawing board, reprint this thicker to get it to pour right, because it is a very thin bar. Just as comparison, this could be the other thing I pour tonight, is going to be another droids. I had a request for that. So you can see the 1 ounce bar size. So this is 30 millimeter by 50 millimeter, which fits exactly in a bar capsule. So you can see the difference not only in size this way, but to fit in the bar capsule, it can't be more than like 3.5 millimeters. So when you get a very high relief image, that means that the background on the bar necessarily has to be thinner. So you can see how much thinner of a bar this is. So I may end up having a hard time pouring this, but we're going to give it a try tonight and see if it comes out. So I'll be back after I've gotten the molds prepped and we're ready to go. All right, we're molted. We got our molds ready. I have serious doubts about that narrow one pouring, so we may only get one usable pour today. You know what? I also still need to do this, just in case. let's open the narrow one first. Did we get a full bar? Oh, we did. I'm actually kind of amazed that we got a full bar there. Just a couple little divots. Oh, nope, we didn't. We've got a hole through it. I don't know if you can see that. This one I was pretty confident in getting a good pour. All right, well, I'll get stuff cleaned up here and we'll come back and take a look at it. All right, so yeah, it did not pour so well. I think the design came out mostly okay. It's got a little bit of inset here right around where the end of the barrel is, kind of. But we have this hole here. So I am going to go ahead and cut it off the sprue anyways, so that I can weigh it and see if I'm at about an ounce or if this is something under an ounce. That'll give me a good idea of what I need to do to fix it. The droids, I think, turned out pretty good as always. So we'll get that one cleaned up. This one is the one that's going to Phoenix. Everyone's familiar with Phoenix coins. He'll be tagged in this video when it finally releases. But yeah, so we'll get these cut off the sprues at least, and at least the droids cleaned up and ready to go. Alright, so moment of truth. Let's check these out. So this could be our droids bar. It turned out pretty good. We're at zeros. 2.511. Okay. And here's our bar that turned out with the hole. 0.71. So I'm 0.3 of an ounce light on it. So I'm gonna have to figure out how to keep it high relief and add 0.3, probably to the thickness. All right, well, back to the drawing board for this one, which means this video will be longer and probably take longer to come out. So I will catch you back in a bit. All right, so we're back out in the shop. I had shown you that we had an issue with this bar. So you can see it was very, very thin. I mean, it's thin enough that I can bend it. So this is going to go back in this melting pot, and we got a new version of it that I printed that makes it thicker. So we'll see how that turns out. We're also starting a new series. I'm going to put a series of these together before I put them up for sale. I think either 4 or 6 of them. We're going to do some lady pirates. So this is going to be the first one that I'm casting. So we're going to do these 2 today. It's later in the day. It was Father's Day. So I'm getting a later start. We'll just be doing 2 bars today, and hopefully we get this one to turn out. So I'll be back in a bit when I have the molds prepared and we have the furnace turned on and silver melted down. See you in a bit. All right, we're molten and ready to go. This one's going to have a big sprue, so I wanted to make sure I had enough in there to make it go all the way through. Looks like we got a good pour on it. Looks like we may have gotten a good pour on this one as well. Alrighty, well, I'm going to clean up the sand since I'm not doing very much more. I'm going to get that cleaned up first and then we'll clean up those and I'll be right back. Alright, well, we'll get them cleaned up, get the sprues off of them. But I think Lady Pirate turned out pretty good. And I also think this one turned out pretty good. All right, well, we'll continue the work on them and be back. All right, so I think we turned out really pretty nice. And this one. So I'm not too sure how toning will turn out, but we're gonna go give both of these a shot at toning. We'll see how this one goes. And I need to get some weights on them, make sure that this is roughly an ounce this time. Alrighty, we'll be back in the studio. Alright, so welcome back in. We are back in the studio after toning. And here is Lady Pirate. Thought she turned out really pretty good. And here is our bar for community member. Almost make out the lettering. I mean, you can get the idea what it is. I thought it was a pretty cool image. I thought it turned out pretty good. So let's get out our scale. We'll check what these turned out to be. You see it through the camera? It looks like it. What do we end up with? Ooh, 0.893. So we were just over a tenth short of what I was shooting for. That may be partly due to some of the processing. I really shoot for some specific dimensions because I have these capsules that are square in the corner. And you can see it looks like there is just a hair of room up here. But these square capsules, you can see it, this is high enough relief that it is touching, so it's not jiggly. So I think we'll go ahead and go with this bar. And this is gonna, I've designed one of the trays. So I can just put the entire capsule in there. So it goes in. Just slide it out. And this one I've printed so that it will actually take it horizontally for presentation. So obviously you don't have to leave it in this to present it, but if you want to, you can. Or, you know, if you just want to pop the capsule out, you can go however you want to present it, or go in a guard box or whatever. But there you go. That is our piece. Now, this is going out to a community member. So this video we are not going to see until I see that this is delivered to him, because I want, it's supposed to be surprise design. He didn't want to see it, so I don't want to post it and have him see it on the video prior to actually receiving it and opening it. So let's weigh this bar. This one's just under 2.5, 2.426. That's about what I thought it was going to be. So yeah, I was really happy with this one, how it turned out. We have the blues across her, blues, or yeah, mostly blue. And then just the kind of bronzish with a few hints of purple around the top, a few hints of purple in the middle. I thought that turned out looking pretty good. Obviously each bar is going to be different, but my hope is to end up with a set of 4 or maybe 6 of those bars. I'm thinking I might shoot for 4, because that 4 will probably be between 8 and 10 ounces total. I don't think I want to go, I'm going to offer them for sale as a set first, if anyone's interested in them as a set. So I think a max of 10 ounces is probably a good target for a maximum on these. So we will get a tray printed for each one. I haven't tried this one. Nope, a little bit too small for this one, but we can stand it up in there for now. Anyways, there we go. That's today's pours. Our next pours will be, you know, if somebody has a request, I may be working on one of those. But other than that, I have some 3D prints I need to do. or at request, and we'll be working on some more of these different panels, different poses, different ladies. So we'll see how those turn out. Alrighty, well, that is it for this video, whenever it is that it actually posts and you finally see it. Hope everyone's having a good day. Let me know what you think of the bars and kind of the new cases that I came up with. This one, unlike, so this one was a thick case because these are thick capsules, so it had to be a thick case. So, you know, those to fit those, they are kind of significantly thicker than the 1 ounce capsule cases. So quite a difference there. Anyways, that's it for today, and I will catch you in the next one.